After Vishnu has run the gamut of a number of animal incarnations, he eventually descends to earth on several different occasions as a prince and as a charioteer to royalty. He does this under the name of Rama and Krishna, both of whose mythic biographies are covered in two classic epics known as the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. More myths pertain to the life of Krishna than any other avatar of Vishnu, and there are longer myths too, most of which revolve around this god's congenial relationship with lotus damsels and their animal aspects, the lotus-eyed cow goddesses known as gopis, with whom he enjoys actually quite a lot of love play. Krishna essentially inherits the relationship between prehistoric Soma Pavamana, the cosmic bull, and a peculiar herd of Vedic solar cows whose udders flow with milky soma. This is in prehistory, because Krishna takes on a human form in his classical roles and often goes by the name of Gopati or Govinda, meaning Lord or keeper of the cows. But he is a different sort of human being in that he has blue skin and is constantly sporting with the beautiful gopis on riverbanks. In keeping with Vedic tradition, various classical myths identify Krishna as a deva that must be called upon to subdue disorderly asuras and serpent demons on behalf of the sky gods. One such tale in the Bhagavata Purana involves Krishna's conquest of an unruly aquatic serpent by the name of Kaliya. It goes like this. A serpent by the name of Kaliya once took over a pristine pool of the Yamuna River to boil its waters with poisonous vapors. Unfortunate creatures that came close to this dragon's toxic lair were sure to die. Hence, Krishna assumed the form of a supreme man to confront the nauseous dragon. The Golden Lord dove like a powerful elephant into the watery world of Kaliya, with a face that resembled a lotus receptacle. That dangerous dragon immediately surrounded and enclosed Krishna within his coils, which provoked exceeding sorrow, fear, and grief among a herd of comely cow maidens, the gopis, on the banks of the holy river. But Krishna, upon noticing the despondent faces, their downcast eyes and melancholy lifelessness, felt obliged to take quick action. So he caused his body to swell to the form of a man and broke from the strangling grip of the demon's coils. While Kaliya countered Vishnu's advances by lifting his hoods and heads to breathe forth fire and deadly poison, Krishna waited for the optimal moment to strike, like a powerful golden eagle, like Garuda. Lord Hari danced a few circles around Kaliya to cause the creature to wheel himself round and around. This clever tactic created a horrible ring of fire around the snake and served to exhaust the dangerous energies of the raging serpent. Then Lord Krishna leaped with his lotus feet to the top of the serpent's many heads and began to perform a victory dance. When a host of lotus nymphs and devotees of the god saw this gratifying sight, they all began to dance and sing with celestial instruments along the banks of the river to celebrate the divine acts of their beloved god. In Hindu theology, everything emerges from and then returns back to a singular source, and that divine principle embodies all that is perceivable and knowable in this mysterious world. In post-Vedic time periods, the universal soul of creation was envisaged to have not one, but three forms, described as Trimurti, which we mention repeatedly in our discussions on Brahma and Shiva. Brahma, the creator, is one of those forms. Vishnu, the sustainer, is another. And finally, Shiva, the destroyer.